and welcome to Murder Mystery Haunted History. I am BB3. On this channel, we cover a lot of true crime, some paranormal, and we like to dive into the history of some of those paranormal places or into a little bit of the true crime history. If any of that content interests you, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. I truly appreciate you being here with us. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here and always showing so much support. I hope you know by now how much it means to me, but if you don't, thank you. It truly means the world to me. All right, let's jump into today's story. Today's story is currently unraveling as we speak. It is about 4 University of Idaho students who were found dead on Sunday morning. Well, midday Sunday, but they believe that their lives were taken around early morning on Sunday. We have 20-year-old Ethan Chapin, sorry about that. We have 21-year-old Madison Mogan. We have 20-year-old Xenia, I am not pronouncing that correctly, Kernoodle. We have 21-year-old Kaylee Goncalves. I am terrible with pronunciation. Hang around long enough, you're going to know pronunciation is not my thing, and I apologize. I very much apologize for that. So these are the 4 victims, and these are the details that I know moving forward. I would like to make a second video giving more details about the victims themselves and their personalities. And so I think that I will do that, but I want to give the details of the crime first, and then I want to make a separate video talking about these kids individually because they truly are absolutely wonderful kids. So let's talk about what happened to them, and then we'll come back with another video talking about the kids individually. Okay? So what we know so far about what has happened to them is that the police received a call stating that someone at the residence was unresponsive. And then the 4 victims were found inside the home on late Sunday morning. So like I said, around noon. On Wednesday, the police revealed that the 4 victims were stabbed or something along those lines with a knife or a weapon similar to a knife. There were 2 other roommates in the home that this took place in, but they're not calling those roommates witnesses or suspects. Now, this is just me adding this in here. I'm not sure, they didn't say, but I would think maybe that the roommates were sleeping and they didn't see anything, and that's why they're not calling them witnesses, because if they were sleeping and they didn't see anything, then they didn't witness anything. As far as suspects, I don't know, they were able to rule them out maybe, I'm not sure, but it's only so far that they're not calling them suspects. When the police arrived, the door to the home was wide open. So there was no break-in to complete this crime. It was not made clear why the call to the police happened at 12 p.m. versus when the crime happened in the early morning hours. That has not been talked about. Police say that this seems to be a very targeted attack. You know, the 4 people were very much picked out for this crime to happen. Police said they do not believe that the public needs to worry about their safety. They do not have a suspect yet, but they're actively searching. There was a little confusion in the beginning with updates and information coming from the police. I think the public and the media didn't feel like they were getting the information quickly enough or updated quickly enough from the Idaho State Police. And so the police did issue a statement apologizing for that and said that all future updates would come from the Idaho State Police. And so they will be updating and doing it directly through them from here forward. The police believe the victims were most likely sleeping when they were stabbed. And they said that some of them had multiple defensive wounds. They said that the victims were stabbed multiple times. There is a video of two of the young ladies at a food truck. I think this is the best business move ever, by the way. There's a food truck that goes and hangs out by the bars. There's an interview out there. I may put a clip of his interview in this video. If I do, it'll be right now.
Gonsalves have seen the video and agreed to let us publish it. They identified Maddie Mogan wearing the long black jacket and Kaylee, who is with her, in the white sweatshirt.
It's normally a place where everyone feels really safe.
Joseph Woodall is the manager of the Grub truck. He is seen in the video working the cash register, taking the girls' order. This afternoon, he described their interaction with me.
One of the blondes was just a little bit more cheery and kind of bouncing around a little bit more, and then one was like standing there and doing the hello, how are you, and goes through the interactions. And normally, that's pretty normal. In most of our groups, there's people that are more energetic and people that are managing the energetic people.
Joseph told me he felt incredibly sad when he learned the news about the girls he had just seen the other night.
I hope they find the person. Hope they get the person.
He started a business with his food truck and he live streams it on Twitch. And so he was able to go back and find the girls coming up to his food truck. And in that video, there is a man that walks up to the food truck area with the girls. And then the girls kind of seem to be ignoring this man a little bit. And then they walk away and they just kind of leave the guy there. And so it seemed a little bit off, like maybe they were trying to blow the guy off a little bit. And so people thought maybe that he had something to do with it. And so there was a lot of people trying to piece together who this guy was. And I think the cops ended up talking to this guy as well. Police have now come out and said that not only do they not think that the two surviving roommates had zero to do with this. Currently, that's their stance, is that the roommates didn't have anything to do with this, but they also think the guy in the food truck video didn't have anything to do with this either. People were wondering where the girls went after the food truck video. It has now come out that the girls took an Uber from there. It's unknown yet if the police have talked to the Uber driver yet. So that's still up in the air. There are rumors out there that the victims had been gagged and tied. That is false. That did not happen. So the police wanted to clear that up. It was absolutely false. The identity of the 911 caller has not been released. There's been nearly 500 tips that are being processed. 38 people who may have information about the murders that have been interviewed. And then there's 3 dumpsters on King Road that have been searched. Police have gone to local businesses to see if anyone has recently purchased a fixed blade knife. They have not had any luck there. Police are asking that anyone with surveillance video or relevant information is asked to call the Moscow Police Department. At the end of this video, I'm going to put the contact information up, so if anyone has information, you can contact them. There's 128 law enforcement, including 46 FBI investigators that have been put on this case. The police have released a map roughly outlining where the students were late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, hoping that this will help the public remember any information that will prove helpful. I'm going to pop that map up right now. All right, and so that goes ahead and sums up all the information we currently right now have. And like I said, this is a case that is unfolding as we speak. There is a lot of information on these kids and the relationships that they had and how great of people they were and where they were going in life. And I think that that's going to be a more interesting video, but I wanted to get the crime information out there first and foremost. And now I want to next put a video together giving you information on who these people were as people. So that video will be coming next, but I wanted to give you all the information that I was able to gather with the current crime information. So this is all the latest current information, and if we get more information on that, I'll release that as soon as possible. Wishing you all much kindness and much love. Bye for now.